Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. The Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Florida State's offense takes the field to start this game off. Leaves it with the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The throw to the outside is complete. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Hand off from the shotgun. Plows through the defense.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
The Seminoles are marching down the field. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's caught. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win it. David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Unloads quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. He leaves it with the back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Power football with the run. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. This time on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The kick is on its way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick's Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, they'll go to the air. Floats it out in space. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, You better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gets it out quickly.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the ground, he's got it again. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. 2nd interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? Look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays. This man might have made himself some money at the next level.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Right on the money.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. There he goes. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. From the gun, the ground game. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Off the RPO, complete. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field? You got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
And the Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, no!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Western Kentucky. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. A cacophony of noise. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Hauls it in. Makes a man miss. Building momentum. Picking up a chunk of yardage. Moving the chains out to the 34. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Oh, better look out! And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll give it to him again. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. It's a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They'll go with a quick touch pass. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Punt is in the air. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Makes the grab on the left. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Lost to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the tailback.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Bringing the heat. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Going right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the back. Makes one man miss.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Knowles and Canes. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 4th down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Knowles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Tripped up for the tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Knowles line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got his man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Canes come to the line on third down trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Wants to throw again. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's third and goal and third and long. Wideout trying to get it in. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 28. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Makes him talk to the hand. He steps out right into the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Right back to the well. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll try the run. Past the first down marker and still running. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 2 to Eastern Michigan.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Spits it out to the back. Good timing on the quick out. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Punts it out of the air. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Canes will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Look out, he's got room. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Rides to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Tackled there by the defense. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So at this point, I expected them to go for it here. Instead, here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. Things a little bit tighter now at 24-14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He'll throw it. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Throws to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. There he goes. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. It's a draw. Turns it on at midfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. He's looking to throw. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Works the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Akron. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He'll pull it on the read. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And that is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it's sir.
He's going to throw deep right side. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ballgame.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to throw it. The quick out. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. And the Hurricanes are on the move. Lost a throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the Dome. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Canes! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5, and the returner will be knocked down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Here's an interception. Oh, do they need that turnover? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a tough one to swallow, man. You got yourself in a position where you can go tie this football game. You're in a good spot. You're trying to move the ball down the field. Guys trying to make a play. Fumbles the football. Now you got to beg for the defense to somehow give you one more opportunity.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gas.
Turning it on! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough space. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Second down coming up.
Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He breaks his tackle. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.